Hello everybody, David Shuster here. Things are going from bad to worse for Tesla. Not only is the stock of Elon Musk's automotive company down 50% since December, but it is now the worst performing stock in the S&P 500 this year. Tesla share values have dropped 7 weeks in a row. Analysts blame public revulsion at Elon Musk's association with Donald Trump.
Well, I think that, when people's cars are in jeopardy of being keyed or, set on fire out there, even people that support Musk or are indifferent to Musk might think twice about buying a Tesla.
Around the globe, Tesla vehicle sales have been plunging. Sales are down 49% this year in China, 76% in Germany, 70% in France, even though electric vehicle sales in each country are up. In other words, more people are buying EVs, but they are increasingly turning to Tesla competitors, and the gap is getting wider. Since Donald Trump's election, the overall value of Tesla as a company has dropped more than $100 billion. Elon Musk's own fortune has taken a hit estimated at about $120 billion. Whenever a company value goes down and stocks plunge, some asset managers see an investment opportunity. But not with Tesla.
The investors are focused on fundamentals right now, and the fundamentals are deteriorating. To put it into perspective, is I think that this year is going to be down from last year, both in terms of deliveries and earnings. The street back on January 31st was looking for 308 in earnings for calendar 25. That's drifted down to 285. I think the real number is 220. At 220, it's still 100 times earnings. And so that's the fundamental, and I think that's the vortex that the stock is going to focus on until they report their deliveries. I think that is going to be a disappointing number relative to expectations today.
Translation: Tesla's quarterly deliveries and sales, which have not yet been formally announced, are going to be worse than projected right now, even when you factor in the slump. And the company is already overvalued, according to analysts. So a lot of asset managers and investors are saying that they would not buy or own Tesla stock, even as the stock prices seem like a bargain. For the last 6 months, public anger at Elon Musk has been growing. He poured hundreds of millions of dollars into Donald Trump's presidential campaign. Musk helped Donald Trump fire tens of thousands of government workers and eliminate entire government agencies, including the one that gives foreign aid. Musk has made countless false claims about federal budgets, and Musk, who is the richest man in the world, has been gleeful about possibly slashing Social Security and other programs that many Americans depend on. Demonstrations against Elon Musk keep growing, and vandalism of Tesla is on the rise as well. Here's part of the report from CBS News.
CBS News has identified at least 7 cases of vandalism involving Tesla dealerships, charging stations, and vehicles graffitied with swastikas and Nazi references. Now, some Tesla owners, like Sheryl Crow, are waving goodbye to their cars, while others are considering trading in.
So, you gonna miss the car? It's a great car.
I will miss the car.
But your principles are...
I think for now, principles have to take priority.
Babak Shokrian has owned his Tesla since 2014.
Yeah, I was a big believer. I felt like this is somebody who cares, and a company that's doing, cool things. And just within an election cycle, it all kind of turned on its head.
Tesla is not the only Musk company facing a string of bad news. The value of X, his social media platform, has also dropped. Musk bought it from Twitter 3 years ago for $44 billion. Musk then changed the platform standards and fired much of the Twitter workforce. Fidelity says X is worth less than half of what Musk paid for it. Musk's SpaceX company, which depends heavily on government subsidies and tax breaks, has had 2 major rocket mishaps in a row. The most recent explosion, a few minutes after launch, showered debris across parts of Florida and the Caribbean, prompting the FAA to briefly shut down several airports.
The raining debris visible from South Florida and several Caribbean islands.
There it is. Boom.
You can see we've lost several engines and we've lost attitude control of the vehicle.
Thursday's event eerily similar to the January loss of another Starship over the Caribbean.
Now I'm just vectoring you away from the zone of the debris.
This time, nearly 240 flights disrupted as the FAA diverted planes and ordered airport ground stops.
Elon Musk recently sat down with the Fox Business News channel and spoke about his efforts to help Donald Trump.
Yeah, I mean, really, I just don't want America to go bankrupt.
So it's a call to action. You're hearing a call to action.
Yeah.
You giving up your other stuff? I mean, how are you running your other businesses?
With great difficulty. Yeah, I mean.
But there's no turning back, you're saying?
I'm just here trying to make government more efficient, eliminate waste and fraud, and so far we're making good progress, actually.
Good progress? Well, that is up for debate, since a large part of the tens of billions of dollars in savings that Musk has allegedly found has been misstated and is far less than he claims, according to independent groups. Still, in watching that Elon Musk clip on Fox Business, there is a temptation to feel badly for Elon Musk. He does seem committed to making America better and helping the government become more efficient and productive. And no matter how angry anybody might be at Musk and his cavalier approach to cutting government, vandalism and violence is wrong. If demonstrators want to protest at Tesla dealerships and refrain from buying Tesla automotive products, great. But destroying or damaging somebody else's property is wrong, and there's no excuse for that. But any goodwill or empathy one might have had for Elon Musk evaporates when you consider one of his latest controversies. Elon Musk opposes U.S. help for Ukraine, which was invaded 3 years ago by Russia. And recently, U.S. Senator Mark Kelly, a Democrat and former astronaut, went to Ukraine to see the latest developments in the war. Kelly then publicly advocated on X for the United States to keep helping Ukraine. Well, Elon Musk then took to X and wrote that Kelly is a traitor. Musk could have written that Kelly is misguided or that U.S. money should not be spent on foreign wars, but Musk wrote on X that Mark Kelly is a traitor. That is beyond the pale, and it's despicable. And for that alone, Elon Musk deserves no sympathy or support for anything. Like Donald Trump, Musk has coarsened our public discussions and turned legitimate policy debates into a cesspool of taunts and name-calling. There is a place for auditing and accounting U.S. taxpayer dollars, but Elon Musk should have nothing to do with that. His judgment is way off, and he diminishes America instead of making us more informed or better. Clearly, a lot of people in the United States and around the globe agree with that view of Musk, and so he and his companies are now paying a huge price. The value of Tesla is dropping fast, and in these difficult times, that public action against Musk is something to celebrate. By the way, Donald Trump's market crash in the United States is getting worse.
Tonight, President Trump is defending his aggressive tariff policies, but he declined to rule out that they could plunge the country into a recession. The president also downplayed the dropping stock market, insisting the economic turbulence caused by his agenda would drive future prosperity.
Check out that video at the link below. I'm David Shuster. Thanks for joining us.